What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. A lot of big things on the show tonight, people, with the TLC match with CM Punk versus Ryback, and The Rock returning tonight, talking about who we will face at the Royal Rumble. Pretty much starting the show off with John Cena telling about everybody, oh, it's a TLC match, and it's going to be electrifying that The Rock is here. And Ziggler, AJ, and Langston came out. AJ pretty much talked on Cena. Cena made these little jokes saying she made a 6th grade wiener joke, wasn't even that funny, and made the crowd do a Mexican wave. But and pretty much this is true. I know everybody knows it's true what Ziggler said. All Cena does every time he loses, he'll try to laugh it off, joke, and think it's funny, but this is not a joke. And Cena still tried to make jokes on him and everything, even though Cena cuts very bad promos at the time. Ziggler pretty much kind of owned him there, and Cena wanted to face him now. And then Langston got on the mic, said he'll do it right now. So they finally let Biggie Langston take the mic. It's alright, it's not nothing that memorable to talk about, but whatever. Pretty much Cena went against Ziggler. This match went on for a very long time. Good match though. Pretty much I thought Ziggler was going to win. He did like a famouser. Thought he was going to win that. He did the zigzag, and then with the crowd being distracted, then a super kick. But the whole Super Cena thing came into play. And then when the sleeper hold got in, the ref out of the ring, Langston came back down, hit his move on Cena, went into the crowd. Another referee came out. The Super Cena thing happens again, and pretty much Ziggler tried to go on him, beating the crap out of Cena, but Cena dodged the move, did an FU. It was over pretty much from there then with Cena versus Ziggler. Bit of a long match, but it was a very good match, even though the Super Cena thing came into play. Eve went against Caitlyn for the Divas title. Nobody cared that much, even though Eve was beaten up. Even though it was Caitlyn beating up Eve, Eve ran in the crowd. Count out pretty much. Just it was whatever. It's nothing that much to care about with the Divas match. That much. Pretty much then moving into Kane and Daniel Bryan going against Team Rhodes Scholars. It's a good match. I liked it. Good tag team match. Rhodes Scholars won the match. Maybe elevating them for a future tag team title shot against Kane and Daniel Bryan. So we'll see what happens about that. Striker's in the back with Orton for his match against Heath Slater, which was a one-sided match pretty much. Pretty much Orton owning all of 3MB. It really never mattered. Whoever thought Slater was going to win this match, even with 3MB in his corner, must have been an idiot. Orton pretty much owned them, even though Orton will be in the Rumble and everything, and against other guys like Sheamus, Cena, Zero, whoever is in the Royal Rumble this year. Orton pretty much owned all of 3MB. They're in the Rumble too, but it was a short match. RKO after 3 RKOs pretty much all of them. Wade Barrett went against Santino with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Barrett pretty much owned Santino. Barrett won. Thought he was going to attack Ricky Steamboat, but whatever. Who will be next to fight Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental title? But that was just it was just a laughable match. Antonio Cesaro went against Khali. Nobody cared. Maybe main event they cared, but it was just a whatever match. And pretty much, I think the crowd really got a little bit hyped when he picked up Khali and slammed him. So I think that was the only hype thing about it, with him going against Khali. Sheamus was in the back, talking about he's going to be in the Rumble so he can win the world title and win the Rumble, but can he win in 18 seconds? And 3MB came there, and Sheamus started doing trying to cut a promo, being funny. If I broke you got 3, you seen Danny Boy. And pretty much Sheamus went against Jinder Mahal. Sheamus he didn't really care that much. This was a comedy match almost. I only like Sheamus half the time if it's like in a series. I get tired of fella, I'm glad he's not the world champion anymore, but pretty much Sheamus owned all the 3MB, pretty much kicking the shit out of them. It was a whatever match. Sheamus won with a bro kick, so yeah. And now we get to the TLC match. Punk and Ryback. Was it good as the TLC match back at Tables, Ladders, and Chairs? Somewhat. Pretty much, it was a good match. I liked how Ryback went through the table. like almost goring into it, and CM Punk falling into the table, and Ryback threw him into the ladder and everything. It kind of got to the end where where the Shield, everything went black. The Shield showed up, beat the hell out of Ryback, slammed Ryback through a table into steel steps. Punk climbed, got the belt, won the match, still the champ, going against The Rock at the Rumble. And I like the TLC. TLC match was alright with me. I liked it. It was a good match. I liked how the Shield, I knew the Shield was going to come sooner or later, but I didn't expect the whole, I guess when people thought it was black, people may have thought it was The Undertaker, but the Shield came out, they beat the hell out of Ryback, Punk's still the champion. They say he was going to cut a pipe bomb tonight. Pretty much then Kofi Kingston went against Big Show, 25-second match. Big Show won, knockout punch, whatever, who cares. It made even the world title look weak, right? It made both the world title look weak and Show. But then we got to the main event. Well, not the main event, but CM Punk. Talk about he took the WWE logo off the mic. Talk about a promo. He cut a promo on about this company. Like, people don't know what a pipe bomb is. When CM Punk did a pipe bomb, it meant something last year, a year and a half ago, when he was in Las Vegas and he cut that promo about ice cream bars and talking about how the problem with this company. And there is a problem with this company. And it is true. Everybody knows it's true. It doesn't matter if you're the best in the world. It doesn't care how many titles you win. It doesn't matter. Like, it just matters on a popularity contest half the time. It doesn't even matter if you're the best wrestler around in this company and that. It's just how popular you were. And for a guy to tell the title for over 414 days, wonders why. And the only thing you're gonna entertain, doesn't even matter if you're the best talker, only if it's pretty much judged by the two idiots on Amateur Hour, which are Cole and King, that are bad on commentary half the time, which is true. I don't know why they don't have Jim Ross or JBL on Raw half the time, but pretty much, because why would this happen? Why does John Cena keep getting title shot? This has been the worst year in John Cena's career. I've said this many times. Everybody knows this, but these idiots still vote for him, and I believe I guess I'm just gonna say anyway, that whole slammy thing was rigged, and everybody knows John Cena should never won, because you saw what happened in Philadelphia when they booed for him. Why does Daniel Bryan, one of the greatest submissionists, have to come out here and do catchphrases? Well, Daniel Bryan's over, but he's been on the indies for so many years. He's a great wrestler, and he should be in the main event title picture, but he has to keep doing these skits. Why does Brodus Clay come out and dance skits? Why do they still have Lil Jimmy as the flagship of this show, but he can go, he's more over than Tyson Kidd, than a workhorse. I wonder why they keep putting this Lil Jimmy crap with R-Truth, and R-Truth is a great worker. He's a real great worker. And everybody says about the modern era that they want you to believe in the back, and Punk did a cut promo, and just kind of matters if you sell a t-shirt. If you're moving shirts, you're an over guy, you're a top guy half the time. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're the best at all anyway. Like Sammartino, this was Sammartino's day. Bruno Sammartino, he just win a title for a day in Madison Square Garden, winning another time. And Punk, when he said he beat the title, he beat the system against Del Rio. So it's felt like 30 years. He says like 30 years CM Punk. And the promo was really good. And he even went on Flair, like, just how you can just return, and now Shawn Michaels loses his smile and brings it back, and talking about it's all about the people, and Edge was forced to retire, really, and it's all about the people, but it's kind of mad. There are winners and losers in the world. You got a position and you don't have a position. And then they tried to tell, the production tried to tell him, we got to cut the commercial. Screw the commercial, I'll say that with him too. You can cut the commercial when he says, and then and I was like, why did Jerry Lawler open his fucking mouth when Punk was still cutting a promo, honestly? I wanted to keep hearing what he was going to say. But they cut the commercial, they came back on, and I thought this was one of the best things out of the night was Punk promo. And then Rock came out, pretty much went on The Rock and talking about, it's all about the people, pretty much. And he kind of called him Popeye, a crack Popeye and everything. And The Rock was got some good stuff out there. Because 20 days, he says he will beat The Rock. And he said there is no voice of the voice. He didn't promise him cookie bars, and everybody chanted cookie puss to CM Punk. And Punk called them all puppets and everything. And he got up at 4 a.m. and So he went to the and then he pretty much Rock did his stuff with the finally and everything. And Rock knows he's dangerous, and Punk pretty much says, other than all the comedy and stuff, he said he was gonna kick the Rock's ass at the Royal Rumble. It doesn't matter what you do, if it's your schedule, if it's movies or not, you come back, he will kick the Rock's ass. And pretty much Rock went on him, didn't forget about the championship, because Punk said it's like him boxing with God. And Rock knows he's one of the best. He told him to go home and pretty much talk about the tattoos and everything, about he's gonna put his foot up his ass and everything, and pretty much talk about the 20 days, and he rock bottomed him, and yeah, pretty much ended the show from there. And they both, I gotta say, both of them cut some good promos. I can't even debate who won that promo. You determine that, honestly. Somebody determine who cut the better promo tonight, honestly. Just tell me that. It was so good, you didn't even know who was gonna win in that. And I'm ready for the Rumble. I'm ready to see Punk versus Rock. This is going to be a great match. I'll say that. They did the best thing of the night. And I'm glad to say this Friday on SmackDown, the A show, returning, The Rock will be on SmackDown this Friday. So it's been over 10 years since which I say would be the A show, which was his show. The Rock will be on SmackDown this Friday. So watch out for that. But pretty much, overall, this show, I say that most of the biggest things out of the show is the TLC match and the Punk and Rock promo. It was crazy. I loved it. The promo at the end, pretty much. I don't even know who won. Either comedy-wise or serious. So who did better there? Was it a shoot like Punk was doing pretty much with the pipe bomb? That's where the pipe bombs were really getting better now. So I'm really liking both mic work with both of these guys, how they're interacting, of who was better. So hey, 20 days, 3 weeks, Royal Rumble. We'll see what happens. So comment, subscribe, you know what I am, you know what I do. Keep checking the news and reviews. Yeah, so it's more hot in Alabama. Hey, Raw went down tonight in Tampa. So no need to talk, no need to mumble. Just get ready for Punk versus Rock at the Royal Rumble. I'm out of here, guys. See you later. Peace.